Yo, what up guys, OP02 Daniel here, back at it again with a deck profile video. Today we're gonna do none other than Kinemon. This art goes hard. If you know it, you know it. Activate main once per turn. If you have one or less characters, the next time you play a land of 1 type character card with a cost of 3 or more from your hand during this turn, the cost will be reduced by 1. Hey, you're probably not subscribed because 82% of you guys are not subscribed. And if you want Ace not to, you should subscribe. Whew, that was a mouthful. But yeah, really cool leader. You can just make everything one lower if you play your board correctly. And there is a hack with this leader, which I will show you now or maybe at the end of the video. It's good for retention. But yeah, let's put you behind me. For our deck profile, we're gonna start with our 1-cost cards. We play, of course, Kozuki. It's a 1-cost blocker. At least it becomes a blocker if you have Odin on the field. If you have a Kuzuki Odin, this character gains a blocker. But yeah, one of the best box stoppers in this set. Really cool. But yeah, it's a 1-cost optional blocker. For our next 1-cost cards, we play, of course, Momo. Yeah, we play a land of 1-0 deck. So basically, or of course, we're gonna play a searcher for land of 1-0. Momo, it does what Bunny does, but then for land of 1-0. So pay 1, tap 1, and then just tap this and just look at top 5. That's it. Yeah, easy. For our next 1-cost, we play Supernovas. We play only 3 Capone Gang Badge. It's your 1-cost blocker because, yeah, it's a 1-cost blocker. Not really a lot to talk about. Not searchable, but not really needed. For our 2-cost, we play 4 times Killer. Still one of the best blockers because Don 1, if you have 3 or more characters on block, draw 1 card, so good, and just a blocker which you can spam out if you have Odin on the field. Then we go into Apu. We play 4 times Apu. It's a 2k counter and it's a tech against Whitebeard or Kaido or a deck what leaves Don open, because Don 1, when attacking, rest one of your opponent's Dons. So basically if you play this, next turn your opponent plays, they leave 1 Don open, it's your turn, you can swing, and before they can do anything, just rest their Don and they're like, oops. I've had it happen a lot to me because I forgot its effect. Good card, but yeah, 2k counter. For our 3 costs, we play 4 times Izo. This is the alt art which you got at the tournament from locals. The normal one is just a screenshot of the face. But yeah, 2k counter, and then on play, rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. So good, because you rest 4 costs, which is Whitebeard, blockers, Porcelino, Kuzan, etc, etc. So you have a lot of good targets, and you can reduce it by 2-2 with your leader. So you can play it for 2 and then keep 1 Don open. Swing with get him on for 6 maybe if you want to. And now we go into the most broken, toxic combo of the entire game. We play 4 times Okiku. So yeah, for 2 Dons you can play Okiku and then just hit next turn and rest anything. This combo is insane. I've heard a lot of people who actually banned this at locals to play this turn 2 or 1, depends on which you go first or second. But yeah, basically if you go second on your first turn, then you have 2 Dons, you can play this, and then next turn you can attach 2. And then you have 4 Dons, and then you can just swing and then just rest and then just kill or trash anything your opponent has. Insanely good card, especially in this deck with Kinemon. For our 3 costs, we play Rizo. Rizo is good because when attacking once per turn, if you have 2 or more rested characters, draw 1 card. This also counts as rested. So it counts itself as rested. So if you have like a Momo on field, you have this and an attack, you can draw a card because you have 2 rested, and you want to use this of the Odin ability, or just play it and draw power, because you need to draw power. For our 4 cost, we play one of the most broken cards in my opinion. This card is really insanely good. It's 4 times Yamato, because the first line says, also treat this card's name as Kozuki Odin. So basically Toki becomes live a blocker if you have this on the field because it's a Odin card, and then on play rest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less. So resting a 6 is insanely big. You can rest almost all the annoying cards and then just swing with your other cards which you have then. Really cool card, no counter, but still it's a 6, so you can just hit to Whitebeard, because Whitebeard is your toughest matchup. Now we play a fun card. This card is really good in my opinion. We play 3 times Carrot. Carrot, you primarily want to use it for the 2k counter, but still, on play, end of your turn, set one of your drawn card as active. So this works really well with one of our event cards that we play. You probably know which one. But yeah, use it for 2k counters, and if you have nothing else to play, just play this on the field because it's a 5k, so you can just swing, or yeah, use it for counter. For our Tukos cards, we play 2 times Captain Eustace Kid the Blocker. This card is really insane, because it's a blocker, and it says, Don 1, end of your turn, set this card as active. So basically you can just hit for 8, and then end of your turn it becomes a blocker again, because it restands. You can pressure, you can clear boards, it's a free hit, and you don't use your blocker. Really cool card, especially against Whitebeard, because Whitebeard is 6, and you can just swing for 8, and then you have to do 3k counter away, then make 9, etc, etc. And it's hard to remove, unless they have Otama Jet Pistol or something. And now for our 8 cost, we play Kuzuki Odin. This card is insanely good. It's a hit or miss, unless you pen it out perfectly, because you can hit 2 times 16k and then hit with your leader for 5, or you can just do 2 times 10 and then 10 with your leader, if you do the dons correctly. But this can basically clear anything on the field, because it is like a kit leader. Activate main once per turn, rest 3 dons, set this card as active. So attack, use the effect, 3 cards, active, hit again. And you don't need to discard anything. And then on KO, play up to 1 green land of 1 type character cards with a cost of 3 from your deck, then shuffle your deck. So insane. You can play an Okiku from this, a Rizo, or some other cards. For our events, we play 2 times Paradise Waterfall. Yeah, 2k counter, and then you can set one of your cards active. So insanely good if you want to protect your cards on the field for attacks, because we don't have any cards that can attack active characters unless we go to Dressrosa, which is set 4. But yeah, trigger, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 4 or less. Really good. You can just KO 3 bodies on the field. And then our last card is 4 times Punk Gibson. This card is really insane. Why? Because it can rest stuff. But yeah, counter, your leader or one of your character gains 4000 power during this battle. Then arrest one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. So kinda okay. But its trigger is trigger one of your opponent's characters. So a friend of mine, we played some matches. I had 2 friends with me. One played Ivankov, other friend played hard talking. One friend played Ivankov, other friend played Kinemon. This deck, he just left my deck. They played against each other, and Kinemon was about to lose because opponent had 2 swings and he only had 1 life. And guess what happened? Last life was a Punk Gibson trigger, and the other friend attacked with his leader first. So it triggered this, resting the character, and then of course Kinemon won. Always attack with your characters first and then leader. Really good. But yeah, this deck is made by Nick, who you know from the channel. He has won a lot of locals with this list. And yeah, shout out to Nick. And if you guys like this, let me know in the comments down below. If you would change it, if you want to play more a Supernova package or Pure Wano or some other stuff, let me know what you think about this. It's Nick's build. I've lent this for this video. He made top 32 with this deck at a regional, not the German one, but a online one. So yeah, props to him. Thanks for having the deck list, and see you guys in the next video. Oh yeah, wait. If you like it, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. If you want to see more content, subscribe. We're almost at 1k. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.